Dustin Batson. I am representing Houston, Texas, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm from New Orleans. And today is Fat Tuesday, otherwise known as Mardi Gras. So my cocktail is called Bloody on Bourbon, and I'll explain the name later. Also, if you've noticed here, I haven't made a slideshow since high school, so you guys have to forgive me. My inspiration for the cocktail was the Cajun Navy. If anybody knows what the Cajun Navy is, it was a group of volunteers with their own private boats that went from all over the Gulf Coast states, and then they went to New Orleans during Katrina. I was not in New Orleans during Katrina. I was actually kicking indoors in Fallujah, Iraq during Katrina. But during Hurricane Harvey in 2017, the Cajun Navy also assembled, and they went and helped out all these people in the Houston area, saved hundreds, helped thousands, and that was my inspiration for uniting the Texas Iron Wolf Hotscotch whiskey and my own blend of ingredients for this cocktail. So, Iron Wolf Hotscotch whiskey has a lot of Texas pride. They also use a proprietary blend of mystery Texas indigenous peppers. So, to mirror that, I use my own mystery blend of Louisiana native Texas, or native peppers, with making it into a shrub. I call it the Sashery shrub, which is named after Tony Sashery, if you ever heard of him, famous New Orleans chef. So I added turbinado sugar, which complements the caramel and butterscotch flavors of the hopscotch. And then with a shrub, you have to use vinegar. So I used the 2-to-1 ratio of apple cider vinegar to balsamic vinegar. And then I used all my peppers. Brought it to a boil, let it steep for 30 minutes, got our shrub. Now, if you've ever had Cajun or Creole cuisine, you've probably heard of the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity is celery, bell peppers, onions, and I wanted to incorporate that into my cocktail. So the three components, I have a red bell pepper juice. I juiced a bunch of red bell peppers and used that to kind of round out the sweetness of the hopscotch. I didn't want to mask any flavors, I only wanted to amplify them. So, because of the peppers on the back end of the hopscotch, I added my shrub. For the celery part of that Trinity, I did a celery salt tincture and added it to the cocktail. For the onion part, I added onions that I pickled myself. They're purple onion, yellow onion, and white onion. I was trying to go with purple, green, and gold because it was Mardi Gras, but green onions don't really do that. So if you're wondering about the name Bloody on Bourbon, I kind of picked it because it's a little synonymous with the Bloody Mary. But in 2006, when I was in New Orleans, I kind of got in an argument with a bunch of friends of mine and a girl I was dating at the time. And I was stubbornly walking away, and I stepped off the curb into a pothole, and I snapped my leg. I don't know if it was just liquid anesthesia or just stubbornness, but I tried to hobble away. And I did. Everyone else left me. So I did what any good person would do. I crawled underneath a RAV4, and I went to sleep. And I woke up the next day in writhing pain. I realized, after sobering up a little bit, I broke my leg, for sure. So, if you've ever been to New Orleans, you'll know that only degenerates go to Bourbon Street at night. But during the day, nice, decent people will actually wander around and sightsee. So, I was trying to crawl out from beneath the RAV4, and I reached up, and I grabbed what I thought was the wheel, and I sliced my hand open. The reason the RAV4 didn't move is because it was booted. And so I sliced my hand on the edge of the boot. I used my shirt to wipe it all off, and then I was like, I gotta get from underneath this RAV4. So I used my leg, crawled out from underneath it, and there was this old lady walking by, sweet old lady. I'm so sorry to this day. And she was like taken aback. She goes, "Oh, you okay?" And I was like, "I think I broke my leg." And I don't know what was going through her mind. I had bloody handprints on my shirt. There's a man crawling out from underneath an SUV. And she goes, "I think you did too." And so she whips out her flip phone. Mind you, this is in 2006. I'm old. And the words that she said next kind of just always stuck with me. And she said, "There's a bloody man in the middle of Bourbon." and ambulance came, picked me up. Rest is history. So that's how I got the name. Also, happy Mardi Gras, y'all. Les bon temps roulé.
Y'all make some noise for Dustin, representing Houston, Texas. And Nola, baby. Once again, we're going to bring it back up. We're going to have this little discussion. Let's see if we got a couple questions. We're going to start right here with Jesus. Man, great story. Yeah. How old were you when all this happened?
2006, that would have made me 20.
Shit. Oh, that's a good 20 stories. Yeah, Bourbon Street. Yeah. Drink is delish. Drink is delish. There's it definitely when you and John, you said it. I mean, when you first explain the intention of a cocktail, then it gives you the context and background to actually judge the drink that you're tasting. Context was great. Yeah, even I think I imagine everything while drinking it, but also the Cajun cuisine and everything. The cuisine, the Creole and Cajun, it does come through in a very creative way of using whiskey, especially that whiskey. The spiciness comes through as well with everything that it comes through, all the vegetable notes. So cool. It's a very, very, very cool take for using this whiskey.
Thank you.
Congrats, yeah.
Can you tell me the build of the drink again?
So it's 2 ounces of the Hotscotch. It's 3/4 ounce of the red bell pepper juice, and then 1/2 ounce of our shrub, and just a few drops of the celery salt tincture. And then I add Tony Sacheries on half the rim, which is a Creole seasoning, so that way you can choose to do it or not. And then obviously the cocktail onions.
And you added spice to it, right? Like the peppers were spicy, they were not like neutral peppers.
The shrub is Louisiana native peppers with balsamic vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and then turbinado sugar. So
when I tried it, I thought it was like, oh, this is a little too spicy. Then you told me the story, and I was like, this is not spicy enough. Like, that's a lot. No, well, it's like what Jesus said. Like the story and the drink have it's a whole thing together. Good job.
Do you remember why you stormed off from your girlfriend that night?
She was flashing people on the balcony for beads.
The same thing you just asked me to do to you?
Yeah, I'll storm off right now, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
I think it's very well balanced. I think that the Tony Sacheries shrub was a really unique thing for this drink. The pickles are great. I mean, we have cocktail onions here. Not a lot of bars have them anymore, but the fact that you you re-pickled them?
No, those were just fresh onions yesterday. Right?
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, they're great. It's a good touch to this. This is just tahini, right?
No, that is Tony Sacheries Creole seasoning.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to get some of that then.
You know,
chef.
Bake it.
No, I think, yeah, I don't have anything else. Yeah.
Good job, man.
It's great. Good job. Thank you.
Y'all make some noise for Dustin!